When I went to the graduation ceremony in 2019, I had said to myself that next year is going to be me on that stage, getting handed my diploma, you know, going on that stage. I was really hoping that would be something I would experience. Myself and many others worked hard to get to that point. And a year ago, we learned that the graduation class for 2020, that our ceremony got canceled. When I first heard about this, I was furious. I was like upset. I was sad, and I'm pretty sure others can feel the same way. I'm pretty sure they have felt the same way. And it pissed me off that I'll never get to experience something like that at all. 12 years of school just for that, all that to happen, just for everything to get canceled, just like that, on the spot. I never even got to see my friends after that. I saw people, but I never saw any of my friends. I didn't see anybody. No friends, no relatives, nothing. Everyone had to stay home. Everything got canceled, And it's crazy that the last time that I saw my friends was on a random Friday before spring break. And for me, that, for everybody, knowing that would be, not knowing that would be the last time you would see anyone again. Any of your friends, any teachers in person, not anything like that. That would be the last time you see anybody before everything would get canceled. For me, I was excited for two things: graduation and prom. Never got to experience both. Prom was something I was really looking forward to. I wasn't gonna go at first, but then I ended up finding a date, surprisingly, for the event. And I would have gone the year before, like 2019. I would have gone to prom 2019, but the girlfriend that I had at the time, she dumped me, and I pretty much focused on my school after that. Schoolwork. I focused on schoolwork after that. Anyway, yeah. For prom 2020, I had a date. Then I found out that due to the pandemic, prom and graduation would be canceled. And to make it even worse, my prom date ended up moving to another state after all that. Yeah, it really sucks. It really sucks. I haven't really tried looking for anybody else after that or talked to anybody else. Graduation was like the other big thing that I was really looking forward to that year. Well, last year now. And I was super excited for that. Then that gets canceled. My friends were definitely not happy about it. Actually, I don't think anybody was. Not being able to walk on that stage, man, it was heartbreaking to even learn about that. Knowing that you won't be able to walk on that stage, that was, that's crazy. It's crazy to even think about still to this day. Because seeing that, all these other years before, the class of 2019, 2018, and so on and so forth, no, not so forth, but so on. But seeing those guys graduate, all that, and, now you won't be able to do it because of this virus. It's crazy. Then in-person school gets canceled, And the crazy thing is, I don't even remember anything from the last quarter of my senior year. All I remember is just getting my diploma, and that's it. I don't remember. There weren't any fun memories from the last quarter or anything like that. But there was nothing for me to look forward to. There was no stage. There was no ceremony. There was nothing. And getting my diploma, it wasn't your average, graduation or anything like that. It was like a drive-in, to get your yearbook and your diploma, and that was it. That was pretty much what graduation was for me. Imagine graduating that way. Imagine that. And I can't imagine it because I've already lived it. I've already experienced it. I had this big graduation party planned out, I invited tons of friends over. We could have been, partying it up around this time. Could have had a graduation cake, maybe drink a cold one with the boys. We could have done all that. Have a good time, But that was a year ago. And 1 year has passed. The class of 2020 has now moved on, or at least I think so. For me, I've definitely moved on. I don't really care much now. If they do hold a graduation ceremony, if they do hold a graduation ceremony for the class of 2020, I don't know if I would go or not. Because honestly, I don't really see a point. I mean, I already have my diploma. And then, that's something that I feel like I should have experienced last year. Definitely last year. And with everybody moving on now, a lot has changed, And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I've seen, people get married. People are having kids now, Everyone is either working at a job or going to college, or maybe even both. Everything that has happened over the last year, from the pandemic to protests to events getting canceled, everything. And nothing really felt, the same as it was before this pandemic. Christmas, my birthday, Thanksgiving, even summer didn't even feel how it usually felt. It was just different. I usually bash 2020 for being the worst year that I've ever experienced, but man, 2020, that was a huge mess. That was a huge mess. And it was a mess that someone made, and it was a mess that someone else had to clean up, which I just find plain ridiculous. Anyway, or at least that's my opinion. And the crazy thing is, or at least I think this is the crazy thing, that all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided if everyone had just stayed home. Stayed home, wear a mask if anyone went out, all of that. It was just as simple as that. Unfortunately, that's not how it all went. I wish it went that way. And I'm never going to understand why nobody stayed home during quarantine. I never really understood that. I, along with many others, were really trying to, save graduation, save the class of 2020 from getting graduation canceled. And we really wanted graduation to happen too. All of us, staying home and wearing a mask when going out and social distancing, that shouldn't have been a big deal. I don't know why it was a big deal. I really don't know. Some say it's big, some think it's like politics or something like that, which I don't see why. I don't know why they would make it a politics issue. It was just, I don't know. Never really understood that part. And to me, this feels like school. If the class is able to follow one simple rule, they would get to have like some sort of pizza party or something like that. But if the class didn't listen, then the pizza party would be canceled. And, everything got ruined. And that's pretty much what I feel like. I pretty much feel like that's what was going on with the class of 2020. Well, not the class of 2020, but the whole world. Nobody stayed home, and everything got canceled. If they would have stayed home, then nothing would have gotten canceled. Or at least that's how I see it. Everyone had these big plans, everyone had these big events that they planned out, and it all got canceled. I've seen plans change a lot, but nothing like that, man. Especially graduation and prom. Those two were definitely different. Prom never even happened, I guess we can put graduation in that category, but I mean, we did technically graduate. We just never went to prom, and that's, it's something I'll never get to experience, and it really sucks. It really does suck. It really does suck. 2020 was just a very, very sad year, very depressing year. While I am glad that we do have a vaccine and stuff like that, it still won't change that once in a lifetime opportunity that we were supposed to have last year. It's not going to bring that back. It's not going to bring the 400,000 people back. It's not going to do any of that. Unfortunately. I said to myself last year that, I hope the class of 2021 doesn't suffer the same thing that the class of 2020 did. It seems that, I was wrong. I was wrong about that. Because it seems that the class of 2020 may have their graduation canceled as well. Though I could be wrong, and who knows what could happen within the next month or 2 months, depending on where you are and what time you graduate. Maybe they do go on that stage, live out the dream that we never could. And what really hurts about all this, or at least to me anyway, is that I have friends that graduated in 2019. And what really sucks about it is I've asked them what prom and graduating on stage was like. And I asked them that because that is something that I will never get to experience. Now, sure, I could go to college. I can graduate there. But that wouldn't feel the same as graduating in high school, Because my friends were there. And my friends are not, going to be on this road with me, because who knows what could happen. We don't know where we would be going, or at least school-wise. We don't know what kind of schools we would be going to. We don't know what kind of jobs we would be having. It's, it's just crazy, to see that, the last time that I saw my friends, it was on a random Friday, the day before spring break even started. Yeah, we say goodbye to all of our friends and, not knowing that that would be the last time we see them at all. I mean, sure, we could meet up or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really thought about anything like that. It's, what really bothers me about it is that when I looked at the class of 2019 and before then, and I've seen all those students up on that field or wherever, on that stage, and I saw them in their caps and gowns, custom made caps and gowns and stuff like that. And I saw them throw those caps into the air, I thought to myself, that's going to be the class of 2020. That's going to be us one day. That's going to be me one day. And that didn't end up happening. I mean, yeah, you could throw your cap up in the air and stuff like that to make it feel like you graduated, but you'd just be doing it by yourself. And it wouldn't feel like, to me graduating by myself, getting handed my diploma in like a drive-in, that didn't feel like me graduating at all. To me, I feel like if, I were on that stage, I feel like I would have accomplished something, but I'm not sure. That's just me, though. Because, going on the stage, you want it to feel like it would be a big accomplishment, that would be something that the hard work would finally pay off. That is something, man. And the hard work did pay off. It just didn't feel like it paid off. It just felt like, I don't know what it would. I don't know what it felt like. Honestly, I don't know what it was going to feel like going into everything. You know. But it's like I said earlier, everyone's moved on. And that's pretty much all we can do now is just move on. That's, the thing that, it really hurts to move on, And I'm going to be honest, but that's all that we can do, really. It's like a breakup. Every time you break up with somebody, you got to move on. You can try to fix things, but they won't feel the same as what it was before. And that's what I feel like what's going on right now. If there was a graduation ceremony right now for the class of 2020, I don't think it would feel the same, I just don't think it would feel the same as any other graduation, because we've already got our diplomas and stuff like that. We've already worn our caps and gowns. We've already thrown that in the air. We've already done all of that. And to me, the question I was asking is, what would be the point of just having a graduation if you've already gotten everything? That's my question. It's crazy to think that even happened. It's the last thing that I would ever want to think about, graduation getting canceled, everything getting canceled, And now what? Everyone's moved on. Nobody's looking back. This virus and 2020 as a whole, man, it was just not fun, bro. It got ruined. It ruined everything for everybody. And I wish that wouldn't have happened. I wish things would have been better. We never even got to, that's another thing. We never even got to go on a class trip or anything. No senior trip to like Disneyland or something like that. Nothing. It was just, it all got canceled. It all got taken away. But I'm pretty sure that the class of 2020 and 2021, I'm pretty sure that those years, those classes, they're probably going to be the only ones to experience something like this. And I'm pretty sure that, the class of 2022, 23, 24, and on and beyond, I'm pretty sure they're not going to experience something like this. Not things that we've experienced. Definitely not things we experienced. And I hope, that everything goes right for them, for the future classes. I'm hoping they get to experience that. It really does suck to think about, everything that's happened. But what are you going to do? Can't really do nothing about it now. All you got to do is move on, and that's it. It's a lot to take in, It's really a lot to take in. That last quarter, man. No fun memories. Just online work. There weren't even any online Zoom classes. We didn't, from my school, we didn't even do Zoom classes. All we were handed was just work. No classes, no class schedule, nothing. It didn't even feel like, anything. You know, it's crazy. But again, all we can do is move on. And that's what we're going to do. To the class of 2020 and 2021, I think I'm hoping, I don't know. I really don't know. I just want to say that, through all this, we've been through a lot. Through the past year, for the past year, we've been through a lot. Through a lot. And now we've all moved on. We've gotten jobs. We're, getting married, getting engaged, having kids, going to college, big stuff. Big stuff that we weren't prepared for. Never even got to enjoy our summer. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. But I'm hoping we can enjoy this summer. And the next, and the next, and the next, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I don't know. But I think we can learn something from all of this. I really do hope we can learn something from all of this. From the protests to everything getting canceled. I really do hope we can learn something from all of that. Turn a bad year into a good one. I hope we can do that. I really hope we can do that. But if there's some things that, there's some positive things that I've been able to do in 2020. I finished my album at least. At least I was able to do that, And we're back to our normal state with this channel. We're going up, 10,000, the road to 10,000. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about, 1 year later, the class of 2020. Honestly, I wanted to title this video, The Class of 2020, Where Are They Now? But, like I would know. Like, what exactly would everyone would be doing? The whole "where are they now" thing. I don't know. I don't know. I think I've rambled on long enough, honestly. So I'm probably gonna end the video here. I just wanted to share my thoughts on everything, and it, how it's been a complete year. I know last month was a year since everything got canceled, but I don't know. You experience things, and then they're over. And pretty much to me, I feel like prom and graduation are just now imagination. Things we can imagine in our head, or in my head. That's what I can imagine. That's all I can imagine. Walking on that stage, going to prom, going on that prom date, that's all that I can imagine now. And it sucks to imagine something like that from your final year of doing school, unless if you're going to college, of course. But that's really a lot. That's a lot to take in, or at least for me. But yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts on all this. Hoping everything can, go back to normal soon. With this vaccine rolling out and stuff like that. We're gonna, hopefully, we're gonna have things back to normal as best as we can, or some form of normalcy. You know, it's honestly tough, you know. It's been tough for the past year, but things are getting better. I really hope, well, I think things are getting better. You know, actually, no, I know things are getting better. There we go. That's the best way of saying it. But yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts on everything. You know, I never really speak on something like this. You know, I've tried to, you know, I don't know. I just never really spoken on something like this. You know, I've never really talked about this. But yeah. Yeah, I'm ending the video now. I'm ending the video now. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. You know, subscribe, like the video, do all that. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to do that. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. So yeah, see you later. Peace.